All right, let's get right into it. Every single day, millions of us, you and me included, we open our phones, we start scrolling, and before we know it, we get sucked into these arguments that feel so personal, so emotional, and just absolutely necessary to win.
But what if I told you there's another reason you're fighting? A reason that has nothing to do with being right or wrong. A reason you've probably never even considered.
Because here is the wild, uncomfortable truth. Most of those online fights, they are not accidents, not even close. They are part of a massive, invisible, and incredibly profitable business model. Welcome to what we're calling the argument economy.
See, when you're in it, you think you're fighting for your pride, for your beliefs, for your opinions. But behind the screen, every angry comment you type is really just a click.
Every heated reply you fire back, that's another minute of screen time logged in a database. It's just a data point, a metric on a chart somewhere.
Every insult, every clever comeback, every single emoji, all of it is just fuel for a system that is specifically designed to keep you arguing. Why? It's simple, because your argument is their profit.
So, how does this whole thing actually work? How is something as negative as anger turned into a product? Well, it all comes down to one thing: attention. And the data shows a pretty fascinating and frankly unsettling truth about what really captures our attention. It turns out, conflict is the most powerful magnet for our attention online. Look at this. It completely outperforms comedy, it outperforms motivation, it even outperforms love. Love might make the world go round, but anger is what makes the internet go viral.
And this really highlights this fundamental disconnect, right? From your side of the screen, you're having a passionate, emotional debate. But the platform, the algorithm, it sees one thing and one thing only: a beautiful, perfect spike in engagement. Your emotion is their data.
And some creators have absolutely mastered this. They don't post to inform you, they post to provoke you. Because they know that one good argument will double their engagement, it'll triple their reach, and yeah, it will multiply their money. You're not just consuming their content, you're an active soldier in their monetized storm.
But okay, here is where the story gets much stranger and way more direct. It's not just some faceless algorithm or clever influencer taking advantage of this. There is a hidden workforce.
So who are these people? Who is deliberately going out there and starting these fires? Who is literally getting paid to create chaos online?
The answer is, well, pretty much anyone with a budget. We're talking brands trying to generate buzz, political groups trying to sway opinions, entertainment agencies manufacturing hype, and even just individual freelancers who figured out that conflict is currency. Just let that sink in for a minute. You think you're defending your dignity in some heated back and forth with a random stranger, but you could actually be funding their work week. Your anger is literally paying someone's bills.
And this brings us right to the heart of the argument economy, and more importantly, your role in it. Because every time you react on impulse, every time you argue for hours, you're not the customer. You are the product.
So, if you're the product, what's being bought and sold in this whole silent economy? Well, the transaction starts with the main commodity, the thing they're after, your attention.
But what keeps the whole engine running? What makes it so powerful? It's fueled by your emotions. That raw feeling of anger, that frustration, that burning need to be right. That is the gasoline. And finally, the sale is completed with your time. Every single minute you spend scrolling, typing, and fuming in that comment section, that is the final, irreversible transaction. Sold. In the platforms themselves, they are completely neutral. They have no stake in who is right or who is wrong. They couldn't care less who wins. Their only goal is to make sure the argument never stops. But here's the good news. Once you see this hidden business, once you finally understand the game, everything changes. You can actually take back control. And it's a simple 3-step process. First, recognize the game for what it is. See the setup. Second, consciously control that emotional reaction. Take a breath. And third, the most powerful step of all, just walk away. This isn't weakness, it is pure strategy. When you stop giving your attention away for free, you start owning it, like the valuable asset it is. You'll think more clearly, you'll save an incredible amount of time, you'll protect your mental energy, and you can redirect all of that focus back to your actual goals. So the next time you feel that pull, that urge to jump into a comment war,
Just remember this one simple thing. You're not fighting another person. You're just feeding a system. And in a game that is rigged for you to lose your time, your energy, and your focus, the single most powerful, strategic, and intelligent move you can make is to simply refuse to play.